Alright, what's up guys? So today we're going to be making a small device, if you will, to put onto the end of a hose that helps with water changes. This is what I currently use. It works great, but you do have to take this apart and manually feed the garden hose through here, and then it sits on the side kind of like this. This is a tortoise table, so obviously it doesn't get filled with water, but it's kind of how it works. It sits over the side like that. That way it can't move, the animals can't knock it off, and you just fill up the water for Jupiter and the fish and things like that. But we're not going to be using this one anymore. I'm going to be using one that will be able to screw on and off and attach. But first, I have to get some measurements out of Jupiter's cage just to make sure I make this the right width. I already know that my pond is only 3.5 inches wide on the brim, so that's fine, but I think Jupiter's is a little bigger, so I'm going to go take a measurement right now. Jupiter, I don't have food. See? It's not food. I don't have any food. Now, come on. Oh, come on. Yes, please. I'm not bringing you food. I'm just taking some measurements. So, Jupiter's at the widest point is about, we'll just do 7 inches, and we'll go with that. Excuse me, Jupes, I have to get back to making stuff. Alright guys, so we're going to start putting this new one together. I've got a lot of the parts and pieces kind of laid out in front of me here. Most of them are in the order they go. Got some pipes over here I still got to cut, but I've pre-measured them to the dimensions that work for me. So, go ahead and get started here. Got our PVC glue. And no, I don't use cleaner. Most of my stuff is already pretty clean because it's brand new. Got that one. Get our extension here. Alright, starting to look like something now. Now this next piece is super tight because I'm not sure this is actually how it's meant to fit, but it does fit. Maybe it is supposed to, I don't know, but I know it's hard to get on. Oh, there we go. Wasn't too bad once it's all lubed up. So now we got our first section. This is nice because this is free spinning. So that way I can just easily screw it onto the hose. And let's see here. Prop this up so we don't get glue everywhere. This is our first piece. If you guys don't use these are super handy for cutting PVC. I've already got it marked out at the what I want here so it can easily go over most of my tanks, ponds. Just like that, you've got a nice clean cut. I'm going to set this piece down here because I don't have any use for it right now. I don't want to get confused with where it goes. And I actually be able to use this pretty quick after it gets glued. The dry time doesn't take very long, maybe an hour or something like that, maybe even less. Really the dry time that they want you to worry about is if you're using some kind of pressurized system, which mine's sort of pressurized, but not to the point where it's gonna hurt anything to use it. Now this one I'd like to be pretty straight, so I'm going to take a little bit of time putting it on. Yeah, it's pretty darn straight. It's good enough for me. And next, this is the piece that will actually be going down into the pond or the aquarium or whatever I happen to be using that day. And I do have some pretty small grow out turtle ponds and stuff like that, so I may make another one of these that's a little bit smaller that I can easily use on those, but I'm not going to do that today. Get the inside here. There we go. And that is pretty much finished. I do have another one of these if I want to kind of help direct the water, especially when I'm filling up things like my pond. Could just fit on the bottom like that to direct it away from the netting. But I'm not going to glue that because it's something I can put on there kind of as needed. But anyway, I'm going to let this dry and then maybe I'll kind of show you guys how it works in real time. GoPro, stop recording. Alright guys, so before I show you how that water changing tool works that I made, I just wanted to show you this. I have this split here. It actually works opposite from a split. It doesn't split the water when it actually combines the water down into one. This is how I do all my water changes on the ponds, the monitors, the fish tanks, everything. So it comes down into this connector here, and then I can run warm water or whatever water temperature I want through that hose. And then I got a double split so I can actually run a sink down here. But anyway, just figured I'd show you that. Alright guys, so this thing's pretty much all dried out now. I don't need to do a water change right now, but just kind of show you how easy this will make things. This just screws right onto the hose like that. And it's got a rubber grommet inside so that it's a watertight seal. And yeah, brand new hose, so it's still kind of curly. But yeah, for the pond I would use my little 45 here just to kind of get the water away from this netting. I might leave it on there anyway, but yeah, just place it over the side like that, and basically just set your timer. Mine usually takes 30 minutes when I do a 50% water change on this one. And yeah, you just kind of set the timer and forget about it. So anyway, hopefully that helps somebody, and that's all I got for today. So peace out guys.